Now you might be wondering, what should I do to get started on developing a course in accordance with the online learning concept? Well, regardless of what kind of course or learning event you're about to develop, there are certain steps of analysis and planning you'll have to go through before you can implement it. Afterwards, you should evaluate the course to see what could be done differently next time. The analysis consists of the answers you get by asking what, who, why, when, and how. First, you need to answer the what questions. What's the subject of your course? What falls within the scope of this course, and what doesn't? What kind of knowledge are the learners supposed to develop? Is it knowledge of facts, or is it an abstract understanding of processes or conditions? Is it practical skills? Often it's a combination of several kinds of knowledge and skills. Is it important to assess the knowledge or skill levels achieved? If so, what should the learners do, and under what circumstances and to what extent, to prove themselves? Is it possible to arrange different types of assessments? Would an appropriate assessment be for the learners to create or design something, or document the learning process using, for example, text, photo, or video? Next, it's time for the who question. Who's your target audience? How many are they? Where are they located? What prior knowledge do they have? What are their needs? What's their attitude towards the subject? What drives them? What's their motivation? Is the target group homo or heterogeneous with regards to these parameters? Then you have to answer the why question. What are your organization's needs, that is? Why does the target audience have to learn the subject? What problem will the new course solve? The when questions provide answers about the time frame of the course, both for the learners to perform and for you and your human resources team to prepare and carry out the implementation. When you have gathered as much information as you can about all aspects of the learning needs and prerequisites, you begin drawing up a solution in which every aspect is considered. This is you answering the how question. To examine if online learning would be cost-effective, you should start by answering whether or not the target audience is a large group or if it consists of just a few people. Also, will they have to travel in order to participate? Stay overnight? You should ask yourself whether physical presence is of great importance. If so, could chat or video conference technology enable an alternative form of presence? Are there parts of your course that require your participants to practice hands-on with certain equipment? If so, are there other parts that could be learned online? Sometimes, computer simulation can help to mentally prepare the learners before handling physical equipment. What parts of your course could be designed to make your learners interact and collaborate with each other? Knowledge developed as a result of working and discussing with others has the potential of being more comprehensive and of higher quality than if it's the result of one person, since all active group members bring their own unique knowledge and experience to the process. Furthermore, social interaction is often highly motivating for learners and will help your course to be successful. Piece by piece, your answers will point to the tailor-made solution necessary to fulfill every learning need. If there are any conflicting aspects, you'll have to make priorities. What material needs to be prepared for the course? What material should the learners produce? What technology has to be implemented in order for the participants to be able to use online learning tools such as blogs and wikis? You also have to plan for how you and other teachers will interact with the learners. As for the online parts, when and how often will you be available online? You should inform your learners of this to avoid them worrying if they don't get an immediate response from you. Make sure you answer emails regularly and within the pronounced time frame. You should check in on the learners' online activities. For example, read their discussions in the forum and make your presence known in order to inspire and encourage them. Ask them how they're doing. If they seem stuck, ask them if they have any questions or if new input from you might help them move forward. In order to improve the course and yourself as an online course developer, you should always evaluate the course when it's finished. Ask the learners what they feel they've learned to make them reflect on their new knowledge in relation to the course objectives. To evaluate the tools, materials, and resources used, you can ask your participants how they benefited from them. Are you happy with the results, knowledge-wise? Were the assessments well calibrated? Technology-wise, did the equipment and software work all the way? If not, will it next time? Is there a need to change anything? By doing this a few times, you'll become a skilled and comfortable online learning designer. Good luck with your next online learning project!